Welcome to the 102nd show. And we're going to represent this show with our friend Bal here. And we're going to take the circle on top, which has one surface, and the two points of the horn, which that means the 1 and the 2. And that's the 102nd show for you. So there we go. And that is the beginning of the word occult. So you see the O and the C through the crescent moon. So I'm here so as to show you this nonsense that just happened not too long ago. All right, we had the welcome ceremony at NATO here. Obviously, we've got some magic and some witchcraft going on here, and we're gonna do a tour of the witchcraft. And yeah, that's gonna be, we're gonna discover who Trump is, and we're gonna see some of the nonsense that comes out of the Kabbalah. All right, so here we go again. So if we look at our picture over here, you can get it off the internet, and you can find out that there is 11 people on the first row. And 11 is the beginning of magic. And you know me and my tree of the Kabbalah, it starts off with 11. So here we go again. So let's count how many people are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 on the first row. And guess what? There's 11 on this second row. So we can count it, but that's not useless. But let's do it real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Useless, but was worth doing. And then we have our friend Carney here, and he's at the beginning of the bottom row here. And that again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's our friend Mr. Trump. And 8, 9, 10, 11. So all in all, we are looking at 33, and we all know what 33 is. 33 is magic, as the alphanumerical positions of the alphabet of the letter of the word magic equals 33. So we have 11, 11, 11, and that's exactly like the tree of the Kabbalah right here. Okay, so 11, 22, 33, and that's what you see over here. So this happened in 2025 on the 06. 06, we know what that is. 06, the 6 is the six-pointed star when you start using numbers, which was created by angles. Your numerology, all the numbers of the first 10 numbers were created with angles, as 1 angle equals 1, 2 angles equals 2, and 3 angles equals 3. And that can be transformed into a geometric shape if you want to through witchcraft. And there you go. Number 6 is equal to two triangles, which is 3 and 3 equals 6. Okay, so that nonsense is done. And on the 25, again, 25. Where do we get the 25? We get the 25 right over here. As you can see, 1, 2 angles on a crescent moon, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Okay. That is 25, but it also hides, okay, the Father, which we know is the first and second letter of the Hebrew alphabet. When put together is the word Aleph Bet, which is the phonetic duality for alphabet. So that's witchcraft, and all that witchcraft nonsense comes from, we almost hear it, as ancient Hebrew, where you had the pictographic, the numeric, and the phonetic. Okay, don't forget the phonetic. The phonetic, if it sounds the same, it must be the same. Okay, so we got 06 and we got 25. And as I was saying, you also have the Father hidden inside here, as you have 1 angle, 2 angles, 3 angles, 4 angles, 5 angles, 6 angles, 7. It equals 10 angles here. And 1, 2, that's your 12 hidden inside that symbol, even though the first impression it looks like 7. But that's witchcraft. You have to use mental gymnastics. So let's see our friend over here, Trump here. He is at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 position. And if we start from the back, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's at the 5th position if you count from the back. So even though there's 11 people, Trump is at the 7th position, as well as in the 5th position if you start in back, and 7 plus 5 equals 12. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Father and the occult. All right, so let's look at some of the weird magic going on here. We have NATO and the anagram, North American Treaty Organization, and in French is OTAN, but you can see it is an anagram, okay? So NATO this way, NATO that way. So we have duplicity and duality. Now, can you see, now this nonsense is, as everything else, what you have, this is Jesus Christ, exactly. This is your friend Jesus Christ, to the understanding that the circle, okay, is your first letter of the alphabet, Aleph, okay? It's associated to the first letter of the alphabet through the fact that it is a circle which has one surface. So God, as we know, He's eternal because He has no beginning, no end. Okay, that's why God is associated to the circle, because it's the attributes of the circle go to God through the fact that Aleph here is the first letter, and it has to do with ox, strength, leader, and it's Aleph. We got a better one here where we have Aleph, and it's associated to God, creator first. And through all that, as also the number 1, it is associated to the circle. So there you go. So we have Aleph, and then we have the cross. And if you look at it like this, the symbol through magic is this, which is Tav, okay? And Tav is the 22nd letter of the Hebrew alphabet. Even though it is like this, it's still a cross, okay? So that is your first, okay, Aleph, which is God, and your 22nd, which is the cross here. And that is your alphabet. That is your friend Jesus Christ. He is the Alpha and the Omega. He is the first and the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet. He's the Aleph Tav. So that's the alphabet. That's the Father. I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, we got some more word magic to go here, like the United Nation here, where un means not, okay? It's negative, all right? It has nothing to do. This is another one of their little word magic that they put in front of everybody, and everybody says, oh, it's the United Nations. Oh, no, it's an abbreviation, and it also stands for not, okay? So that's your mental gymnastics, and one of the basic meaning of UN means not, and it is attached chiefly to adjectives unable, unclean, unequal, unright, okay? And here's a funny one. You have the UN peacekeeping, peacekeeping, all right? So if you look at it that way, you can see that they're actually doing what they say. They're not keeping the peace. We're about to go to World War III. And there's a reason why we have to go through World War III. It's because of the Kabbalah. You have 3 branches of government, and that nonsense came out of the Kabbalah. And you have 3 world wars that were actually told inside the Bible, which was written by a bunch of witches. Witchcraft was created through witchcraft. So you have World War I, World War II, and World War III, okay? And our friend Trump here also happens to be a Kabbalist, okay? It is said in this book at page 188, he states that one day when my Kabbalist teacher, Ethan whatever, anyway, so he also won an award, okay? So Donald Trump has an award from the Kabbalah here for learning the Kabbalah. So we can see that he's up to something here, because I think he understands what cursive means, because when you look at all the previous president's signature, it's all done in cursive. It's very round, as you see. Well, he's preventing, there's no cursive here, it's all angles. So he's part of the, the Kabbalah, where you have the sun and the moon. And our friend here, our side, which is the Christians, bombed the Islamist, the moon, and it was done through our friend Donald Trump, which happens to be a Kabbalist. Okay, so all that being said, let's look a little bit more at our United Nations here. If you've been through the or at the bottom of the rabbit hole, you will see that if you count the number of spaces, okay, inside the United Nations symbol here, you will have 32 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have 8 spaces. Now you will have 32 plus the middle space, that is 33, and we're back to magic, as magic is 13 and 1 and 7 and 9 and 3 added together from their numerical position, and that gives you 33. And 33 gives you witchcraft when you put it together, because witchcraft is basically this. It is the symbol of the this symbol here, the Star of David, but it's not the Star of David, it's just the Star of the witchcraft. Okay, so hidden inside here, when you start playing a little bit with it, you will see that there's 8 divisions, and if you start connecting the divisions, you will have the Islamic star, and the Islamic star again is magic with a K. Okay, there's such a word, magic and a K. And the K here is the 11th letter, so you add 11 to your 33, that's your 44, and it gives you this symbol. And if you look at the World Trade building from above, you will see a circle, and you will see the Islamic star if you look at it from above. Okay, now there's also the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circles, and that is basically a little bit of witchcraft right there. You see 5 and circle. Okay, so all indirectly you're dealing with witchcraft. Witchcraft is all over the place. It's in the legal system and everything. So when you create words, you're creating spells. All right, so the reason why we're all going to go blow ourselves up through the North Atlantic Treaty of the Witches, okay, is because of Article 5. Here you go. Once one is attacked, okay, it means that everybody has to unite against the attacker, and that means it's going to be a world war. So this is a spell that all these people under a magic, under the power of magic, will have to obey, and this is how we're going to start World War III right there, using magic through NATO and the alphabet. The alphabet here, this is the first letter and this is the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet, 22nd. So there you go. So it's all magic. Now let's look at the number 33 here. 33 is it's the natural number following 32 preceding 34. Yeah, okay. It meaning the number 33 is connected to certain promises made by God. Okay, so this is no accident that they all presented themselves and put themselves in rows of 11 to match up to the number 33. Okay, and again you can see the Hebrew alphabet right smack in front of you in this logo, as the circle represents Aleph and the cross represents, where is it? Oh, here it is, the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet, Tav. So you are looking at the Hebrew alphabet and the promise of God, all in this picture here, and you can see duality. All right, okay, so I don't know if there's much else. Oh, there's maybe this guy here. This guy here, his name is Esten Mullen, and Eustache Mullen, and he said Zionism, Nazism, communism, socialism were all created by the Rothschild offices in Frankfurt, Germany. So the bankers, as always, are all involved in wars because wars bring profit. And God is just a good tool of that, because God, let's look at God here, he's a circle. So the believers start believing in God, and then they go after the non-believers, creating the wars, okay? And then the wars create atrocities, and the atrocities create the need to go back to God. And then we start all over again. We go back to the believers, and the beliefs in forcing everybody to want to believe, that causes the wars, and then the wars causes the wanting for peace, and then we go back to God. It's a revolution. You're not evolving, you're just going from one. This nonsense has to stop. That's why you see the witchcraft is also in the legal system. So that being said, we want to stop the Kabbalists in starting World War III, so as to get off the merry-go-round that started a long time ago with this nonsense, and they just brought it worldwide. And we are going to probably go to war, thanks to our friend Trump, that knows exactly what he's doing. He's a Kabbalist, okay? And he's not signing his picture, his signatures with cursive. He's writing it with angles, because he's not planning to be cursed. Okay, and let's just look at the last thing here. He's at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th position on the bottom row in front. Okay, and that would mean Zayan. Zayan is the 7th letter of the Hebrew alphabet, and it also stands for weapon. Okay, so it's all in the picture right here, and I just wanted to share that with you. All right, so have a good one. Bye.